Hey everybody, it is Brandon Foster here to encourage you, inspire you, uplift you to live your most joyful, abundant, filled life. As I always say, you are more beautiful than you realize, you are more successful than you give yourself credit for, and you are more loved than you will ever possibly know. And today I want to talk about letting go and allowing love to flow in. That's what I want to talk about today. And I said 3 things in the description, but I'm cheating. I actually have 4 things I want to talk about today. So I'm really excited about this video. I really hope you all that are watching out there, it just really just lights a fire and was like, yes, I get this now. I get this. I get this. I get this. So letting go is something that not a lot of people talk about. Not a lot of people talk about letting go. Letting go is one of the biggest keys that you can actually start using in your life to actually allow more love, joy, and abundance in, like all those desires that you want, those goals you want to achieve. Letting go is so incredibly helpful, but a lot of people don't understand the actual mechanism of letting go. There's a great book, aptly called Letting Go by Dr. Hawkins. So I want to talk about this tonight, and this will be amazing. So listen up. First of all, first thing you need to let go is let go of the guilt and shame of the past. As someone who judged my parents when I came out, someone who's judged my kids when I was first year as an 8th grade middle school teacher, choices that I made in my past, it is so easy to feel guilt and shame consistently from your past. But the thing is, you can't change your past. You just can't. And that is so hard for so many people to wrap their heads around, because it's like this weird thing of like, we like feed off of the past. Like we have to forever feel guilty and forever feel shameful about it, but we can't change it anyway. And that's not the way we're supposed to live our lives. Like, you're human beings. You're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make choices that you wish you hadn't made. But the thing is, how are you ever supposed to grow if you don't make some wrong choices? How are you supposed to learn how to be a better person if you realize you didn't make a mistake in how you treated somebody or should have handled a situation differently? Like, stop beating yourself up, boo. Right? So the first thing I would say is let go of the guilt and shame of the past. You can't change it anyway. All that is doing, when you just have guilt and shame in your stomach, it just takes up space, turns into anxiety, it turns into disease, turns into all sorts of things that just, it's not worth it. Okay? So just let go of the past and guilt and shame. And letting go means that you allow yourself to feel the guilt and shame, which does not feel good. But the way I like it is like, think about a boiling a pot of water, and like, in order for the water to clear out, it has to boil over. And if you try to put a lid on it, it's just like no bueno, right? So it's the same thing with guilt and shame. The second thing is let go of the stories that you are telling that are blocking your true abundance. Let go of the stories. I had a story for a long time. And I remember the stories so when I was out in LA, and I had just graduated from film school, and I really wanted to have a job out in the industry, and I had been interning, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're an amazing intern. I locked in on the story, and the story that I locked in on was that people feel threatened by my determination, and people won't hire me because I'm too talented. And like, I don't know why I thought that way. Well, no, I know why I thought that way. I was older than most of the interns. I had more life experience. I was more determined than a lot of other people were, not from my peers. I had a really amazing peer group that was really talented and really driven. But there was other people who weren't as talented and weren't as driven out there in LA. All the people I worked with were amazing. But I believe that story. And as I told that story, like, that was my reality. Like, I literally had an assistant tell me they won't hire you because they feel threatened by you. I was like, there you go. Story's true, right? But the same thing happens with like the story of you're a victim, right? That nothing ever goes your way, that you never get ahead in life. That is a story you are attached to. And every story has its payoff, okay? Every story has its payoff. So the payoff of having the idea that nothing is ever working out for you is the payoff is people get to feel sorry for you. Sometimes you get more attention than other people because you get more encouragement. So like there's like a payoff, right? And so in order to let go of that story, you got to detach from that payoff. But what you have to understand is letting go of the story that I'm a victim or I'm not good enough or things don't go my way actually allows things to go your way. And instead of people feel sorry for you, people get to feel like badass for you and like way to go and like you can do even better. Like, and I was stuck in this for so long about people feeling sorry for me with my relationship with my parents. Like my parents, they won't talk to me. My parents, they disown me. My parents, da 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 da. And I would get, people would, feel sorry for me or whatever, but like it was only hurting me, right? Like if I had said and declared that, okay, so my parents aren't happy with me being gay, okay, that's not going to affect the love coming into my life, and I still get to love them anyway. I still get to see them in love and light. Then I allow all this love in from everybody else, and my energy becomes magnetic. Because do people really want to hang out with people who are always the victims? It's not a very fun vibe to hang out with. Okay, so people need to understand that you are telling stories. And you have to let go of whatever that story is telling. If you're not making the money you want to in your business, let go of this story. If you're say your story is that I suck at relationships, you got to let go of that story. But the thing is every story you're telling has a payoff, right? So if your story is I'm not very good with finances, then the payoff is maybe people send you money all the time and like. But the thing is when you let go of those stories, you get to like make your own money, boo. And it gets to like flood into you. But you have to let go of the old stories to bring in the new stories. And people are attached and so used to the stories, they don't even know they're attached to the stories. That's why I'm an amazing life coach. That's why I help people transform their lives, is because I point out the stories they don't even see that they're telling themselves. And I can just feel it. I can sense it. And so you have to let go of the stories of you're telling yourself. And then the third thing is you got to let go of what people think about you and how they perceive you. Like if you make every decision in your life based on how people are going to act towards you, think about you, perceive you, you can never stand on your head enough different ways to actually make them love you. Because that's what you're basically doing. When you are saying, I have to make this person happy. I have to make this person happy. I got to jump through this hoop and I got to do this. Okay. Basically what you're saying is I can't be happy unless I meet other people's expectations of me and all my value of myself is in other people. That is not a way to live. All right. That is not a way to live. That is not a way to live your life. And that's why I was so depressed for so long, is I put all my value in myself as a human being and what other people thought, what my parents thought, what my students thought, what my people I worked with thought. Putting all your value in other people means that you don't value yourself and you have to let other people decide what your value is. When you make the decision to let go of other people perceive you, how they think about you, how they react to you, and you just say, I am going to be the most joyful, loving, abundant person I can, and I'm going to stand in my truth for who I am, then you are setting a strong frame. People will respect you more. People will appreciate you more. People will trust you more. People will gravitate to you more because you're letting go of putting your value in other people and your value is coming from yourself. So you have to let go of what other people think about you. And here's the thing. You know why? What happens when you let other people choose your value? You're actually allowing them to control you. And nothing is ever good going to come from allowing somebody else to control you or to manipulate you. That is just no way to live your life, to allow people to control you or manipulate you. Because, and the reason why is because they're afraid. When people try to control you, manipulate it, is because they're afraid of what you're going to do. And so they want to control you. They're afraid of allowing abundance and things into their life. And by the way, people pleasing usually stems from parent pleasing. If you guys don't know that, usually people pleasing stems from parent pleasing. So like and look, it's great to respect your parents. It is fantastic to respect your parents, okay? Respect means I will listen to your opinion. I hear you. I appreciate your honesty. It doesn't mean you have to agree with what is said. There's a huge difference there. So, yes. Now let's talk about number 4. I told you there's going to be a bonus one. Number 4, let go of perfection and proof. Let go of perfection and proof, okay? You get to be loved because you're a human being. You get to be successful because God and universe adores you. You get to have a brilliant, joyful, abundant life because you're you. Because you were created, there's only one of you. There's not a because you do XYZ. There's not a because you are perfect. There's not a you only get to be abundance if you do everything right. Okay? That's not it at all. Otherwise, why does grace exist? Why does forgiveness exist? Like, those are the 2 biggest gifts that God and the universe has given us is grace, which is miracles, God, universe filling in the gaps, and forgiveness, which is a way of saying I was separated from love. I let go of trying to control, and I choose to just allow the maximum abundance and joy into my life. That's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is letting go. Forgiveness is letting go of people who, in anger, bitterness, resentment, guilt, shame, whatever, were rejecting love. And yeah, I say rejecting because if you guys think about your bodies as an emotional closet and you go and buy new clothes, but you got no space for it, okay? You have all these clothes that want to go in, but you ain't got no space, so you're rejecting the new clothes. When you allow guilt and shame and spite and anger over the past, and you just let it stay in your body all live long day long, you are just keeping the love, joy, and abundance from coming into your life that is meant for you. So let go of perfection and proof. Now I'm going to give you 3 amazing exercises that are not from me. These are from Lisa Nichols, and I love these. It's actually 1 exercise, but there's 3 things you're going to do. And let me first say, if you're not forgiving yourself and letting go of things that you think you've done wrong, you're actually rejecting yourself, okay? So like we quick to forgive like our friends, our family members, and other people, but like, can you forgive yourself? Because you don't have to answer your family members' phone calls. You don't have to write back. You don't have to respond to texts. You don't have to respond to emails, okay? You could, theoretically, you could like go on an airplane and like leave and like never talk to people again. You are the only person you can never get away from. You're the person you have to spend the rest of your life with no matter what. I've got news for you. The last time I checked, this mug is going with me wherever I go. So do you want to spend time around people that you don't love? That people that make you annoyed or angry or spiteful or you think aren't good enough? Like, if you have those thoughts about you, you are like hurting yourself, boo. Like, that is not a way to live your life. So if you're the only person that you for sure have to spend the rest of your life with, why not love yourself? Why not love to spend time with you? Why not be proud of yourself? Why not forgive yourself and let go? So these are 3 things you can do every single day. It's actually one of the exercises in Confident AF, which is an amazing course about how to be your badass confident self. That's why it's called Confident AF. It's a 5-week course and it's amazing. But this is one of the exercises that's in there. And it's from Lisa Nichols. And she has a great book, Abundance Now. You guys can go check it out. But this is what you do. You look at yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself every morning, you look at yourself in the mirror and you give yourself 3 things. Maybe it's not Lisa Nichols, because I also heard this in the Success Principles and something else. It's a lot of mindset people teach this. So you look at yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself 3 things you're proud of. You tell yourself 3 things you're sorry you forgive yourself for. And you tell yourself 3 things you commit to do. So Case in point, this would be an example. Brandon, I'm proud of you for getting on your live stream today and helping people to shift their perspective to change their lives. Brandon, I'm proud of you for working out today. Brandon, I'm proud of you for doing a lot of new things, new content for your digital courses. I'm proud of how you're growing in your business. I'm proud of you. Okay, so that's the first three. Then you would say, I forgive you. I forgive you, Brandon, for thinking that you're not moving fast enough. I forgive you, Brandon, for feeling guilty about those white yogurt pretzels you ate last night. I forgive yourself, Brandon, for doubting yourself sometimes. And then you give the three things you commit to yourself to. Brandon, I commit to you to never stop helping other people transform their lives. Brandon, I commit to you to never give up on any of your dreams, aspirations. And Brandon, I commit to you to be the best dad, human being, boss, leader, entrepreneur, all the things every single day to be your very best and grow. Because growing is important. Woo, that felt pretty good. All right. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for watching this mindset lesson today. I will say that very soon, next couple of days, I'll be announcing a 5-day container, which I've never done before, but it will be a 5-day container only in my Facebook group where I'm going to do live trainings on relationships to prepare for my launch of Tuning Into Love. These trainings will be free. There will be Q&A sessions. You can ask any questions that you want to. I'll be going over some of the principles at a very broad, high level that's in the course, but it's 5 days. The course is 8 weeks long, and we go deep, okay? But it's great because it's free training. It allows you all to get your feet a little bit wet in the course to see if it's a good fit for you and something you want to do to heal your broken heart, to begin restoring relationships, create amazing new relationships. And it's the best course I've ever created, and I'm really excited about it. And I know it's going to transform a lot of lives. So stay tuned for that. It'll be 5 days, all next week in the container. And thank you, Nicole, for watching. Thank you for commenting, and have an amazing night. Bye, everybody.